Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Zebu Nation. We're back with FC Cincinnati as the 2019 Major League Soccer regular season rolls on. Now, last episode, we were sort of talking about how maybe the team is too good and maybe we're going to run away with the league and stuff like that. And then, of course, we got humbled by Atlanta United 3-0, which is in a game that you saw. And then, unfortunately, I came back and got humbled quite again by Philadelphia, this time again 3-0. And this is one of those things that happen. I had a little time to sit back and think about this. Sometimes it happens not just in MLS, but in other leagues around the world, where you come in to the first part of the regular season a little bit more fit and in form than the rest of the league. I don't know if it happens to you. It happens to me quite a bit. Well, I'll play a pretty good preseason schedule like this, and I'll get my players ready and fit and raring to go. The rest of the league maybe has fallen behind. And, we come out and get a very strong start, and then some stuff happens, and maybe we don't do so well. So that could be what's happening here. Could also be what happens in MLS sometimes, where a team will break out early, and then the rest of the league will figure them out, right? It happened a little bit with LAFC last year, where nobody really expected LAFC to do what they did, which was just, win tons of games and break records in terms of points. But then the league kind of caught up with them at the end, and LA had a few losses at the end of the league, and they went out early in the playoffs because people finally sort of figured them out. That might happen with us a little bit here as well. Atlanta United showed the league the blueprint to beat us. Get up early and then counterattack, and that's pretty much what Philadelphia did to us as well. If you take a look at this game here, Harris Medunjanin got a penalty in the 17th minute to put them up early. Then Pico caught us on a counterattack late, 84th minute. We just couldn't do anything against them offensively because, again, they just sat back and counterattacked us. And then he got the clincher, the 90-plus third minute, to sort of salt it away. This was a game, like I mentioned, he had the penalty kick early. There were just a ton of fouls in this game. Look at all the yellow cards by both teams. 19 fouls on our end, 13 fouls for Philadelphia. Honestly, though, this game doesn't look like a 3-0 loss. I mean, we outshot them. Maybe not total shots, but in terms of on-target shots, 10-7. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty close either way. They only outshot us total by 1. So that's not like getting dominated. And then time of possession, we had 55% of the possession. So again, that's not being dominated either. It was just getting caught and, not quite being able to handle it. So we're going to have to figure that out. Whether we dial back the attacking, which I don't know that I want to do, or we get some better defenders in there, figure out our defense. I don't know what it is, but we got to figure something out. And hopefully we can do it before today's game because we're playing LA Galaxy. We can take a look at the competitions and see how we're doing. We dropped to 4th after those 2 straight losses. 20 points, tied with Philadelphia now, even though Philadelphia is two games up. Everybody in the league has at least 1 game on us, so we're not really as far back as it looks. Meanwhile, we're playing LA Galaxy today, and they're down here in 19th place. Very shoddy start for them. They're a team that, demands to finish high, and so, there's talk of their coach maybe getting fired, stuff like that. We're not going to worry about it too much, but, we're going to have to see if LA Galaxy is really as bad as their record indicates, or if maybe they've just had some bad luck or some injuries or whatever. I guess we can take a look at their team a little bit. They don't seem to have a lot of significant injuries. We can sort them by starters here. None of their starters are injured. Zlatan is still there. Giovanni Dos Santos is still there. Alessandrini. Both Dos Santos is there. Sebastian Legit. Like, everybody seems to be there. No problems. It's just they're not winning for some reason. We traded them Keegan Rosenberry, and he's not even starting for them right now. Elvis Powell is starting. So I don't know why they traded for Rosenberry if they've got this guy. This guy looks pretty good. I guess they just wanted him for depth. So, good for them. But anyway, that's who we're playing today in the first matchup. I don't know if we'll get to the second matchup or not, but we'll try. We'll get right to it here. Here are the two games happening today. RSL versus Houston, and then LA Galaxy versus Cincinnati. Get to the match preview. Playing at the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Only 13,000 tickets sold. Cincinnati's not really a draw out in LA for some reason. But it is 89 degrees and breezy, so it should be a nice day for the old football. They've got a few injuries. Kitchen, we looked at their injuries. Nobody really important. Villarreal and Kugo are still injured for us, so that could help us when they come back. They're very close to coming back, so we'll see what happens there. They're both on the injured reserve list right now, but they are getting healthy, and I think they'll both be able to come back either next game or the game after, so we should be at full strength pretty soon here. We're going to submit our team. Not a lot of major changes. We did have a couple of guys come to us and want some things here and there. For example, Romney wanted some more playing time, so I decided why not? We'll give him some more playing time. No problem there. We do have Stefan in goal. Hudson, who's our reserve keeper now, he is complaining about playing time big time, and he's sort of messing with the locker room atmosphere right now. He's very unhappy, complaining about stuff. So we're going to have to work out what to do with our number 1 draft pick. Anyway, we got Glad and Marquez in central defense. Miller on the right-hand side still. Alash and Delgado in the midfield. Everybody else is pretty much the same. DeVries, still our best rated player on the left-hand side. Crispum, Barrios, and Adi up top. Meanwhile, they've got the lineup that we pretty much expected here. Bingham in goal, who's been a surprise in recent seasons. He sort of came out of nowhere and been an excellent goalkeeper. Skelvik, Ars, funny. Steres, Powell in defense. Doty and Dos Santos in the midfield. Doty's their player they picked up recently. 9 appearances, 1 goal. Pretty good. 6.78 rating is okay. Dos Santos not doing so well. 10 appearances, no goals, no assists. How's the other Dos Santos doing? 1 goal and 1 assist. So not getting a lot of production out of the wings, but there's Sebastian Legit holding it down. 3 goals, 2 assists from his attacking midfield. Alessandrini, 1 goal. Ibrahimovic, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7.16 rating. Highest average rater, top goal scorer, most assists. He is doing his Zlatan thing. So right now, LAFC has that potential to be a monster team. We'll see if they come out of their hibernation against us or not. Hopefully not, but you never know. All right, let's ask the assistant. We've got to tightly mark Zlatan. I don't know that we should press him because he can make plays. We should definitely tightly mark him. Yeah. I don't know what to do here. Tightly mark Legit, who's also scoring goals. Close down on those guys. Powell and Skelvik. We'll do what we can. They got a lot of weapons. It's hard to target all of their different weapons. Do you feel your ambitions for the club are matched by the chairman? Absolutely. Here we are at a half-filled StubHub Center. Carson City, California. No, it's just Carson. There's a difference between Carson and Carson City, I think. Anyway. There's so many cities in the U.S., like a lot of them have the same names and stuff, so it's hard to know who's who and what's what. Bingham gathering that in very close to the goal box there. That could have been like illegal touching or something. He's going to take his time, bash it downfield. Tried to get it to Zlatan. Dos Santos heads it down. Legit has it out wide now. Not really where he normally plays. Powell getting covered. LA trying to move the ball. Trying to get it to Zlatan. No, out wide to Alessandrini. Ouch. Just beat our right back, Miller, unfortunately. Beat our goalkeeper, too. That was not why I brought him in. I brought him in to be a high-level keeper. That was just a great run. Look at that. He just went completely the wrong way. I've never seen a goalkeeper dodge out of the goal mouth. That's pretty bad. Let's see here. LA Galaxy. What can you say? They're up and they're down. You know, they're one of those teams that should be better than they are. But we'll see. They've still got a lot of time left in the season to get it going. 18 minutes now, and they've followed the pattern, right? They got up early on us, and now they can sit back and counterattack. Our guys are anxious. Let's give them a halftime shout of encouragement here. Fired up. All right, we got some fired up boys. That's good. All right, that helped. No more anxious boys. Well, Crispum is still sort of going in and out of anxiousness. 29, 30 minutes. Wow. This is what happened against Philadelphia, too. It's just nothing happened. Here we go. We're only threatening from long range. We might have to change things up a little. Glad now. Send it downfield to De Vries. He's got the early pass to Adi if he wants it. No, he gets it forward to Crispum. Crispum is going to get there. He's got Adi. Adi. Come on, buddy. Come on, my man. We rely on you to score. That should have been a goal in a couple of different ways. Either he should have passed it all the way across because the other winger, Barrios, was steaming towards the wide open back of the net, or Adi should have scored there on either the first or the second. That just shows you how Bingham is actually a pretty good keeper. He doesn't look magnificent if you look at him here, but he is a 4-star keeper. 14 reflexes, 14 aerial reach. It's pretty good. All right. Look at our tactics here. Take a look. I guess we'll try to work the ball into the box instead of hitting the early crosses and see if that helps or hurts. I don't know. Let's go to the dressing room. That's how I was in FM18. I expect to see a much better half. Oh. Glad not happy about that. Seems to lose confidence. Let's be calm. You weren't bad, but I believe you can improve. I have faith in you. No, he lost even more confidence there. All right. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, yeah, in FM18, all I did was work the ball in the box, basically. It just seemed like that was the most dominant tactic to use at all times. And haven't really tried it much in FM19 because we've got the big target man. We're trying to, get those long balls in there to him, but I think LA's defense is pretty good. We got an injury with Delgado. Let's hit the quick sub here. We can bring in Bessler off the bench. No problem. Miller's got a yellow card. As much as Glad was nervous, Marquez has got the worst rating. 8:59. 60 minutes and nothing is happening. Start the shouts. Demand more. Got a couple of guys focused, but our goalkeeper is still anxious. We're going to have to make some kind of change here pretty soon. 70-minute mark. Let's bring in Ledesma. for DeVries. Michael Barrios with a 6.4 rating. I really hate that. So I think I'll actually bring in Kiri Shelton for Barrios. Don't really like taking Barrios out, but if he's not performing, got to get Shelton in there who can do some different things. He's an interesting player. He's a striker by trade, but he can also play the right wing pretty good. We've got him in the attack mode anyway. Here's Ledesma taking the free kick. He bends one around. It was a long kick. Couldn't quite get it on target, but it was dangerous looking. That was really our first highlight of the entire game. I mean, this game has just been a whole lot of nothing. 81 minutes. I mean, at least it's not 3-0, I guess. Miller's got a yellow card, down to 58%. Nothing we can do for him. We've used all of our subs. Let's pause and see if there's anything we can do last-minute team instructions here. Could we play for set pieces? Haven't done that yet all season long, but we are pretty good at set pieces, so maybe we could do that. Okay. We'll try that. I don't know. See if we can get a cheeky little penalty here in the last 4 minutes of stoppage time. 2 minutes. No. 1 minute. Nothing happened. Shelton comes in and gets injured. Here's Bingham. Free kick. This is going to be it. Marquez. Adi. So here's the question. Have we been figured out? Or is there something we're doing wrong? New players we brought in. Are they not meshing? Who knows? Stefan at a 7.1 rating, so that's pretty good. Adi with a 6.1. He hasn't quite been the same since he came back from international duty. That's not good. Like we said, we can't have... I'm not happy about that performance. We can't have Adi not produce for us. He's our only real goal scorer, so we got problems. Okay, so we have... Orange and blue made to rue missed chances, of course. Delgado injured for 2 to 3 days. Shelton injured. Yeah, press conference. I don't really want to attend that one. Let's get out of here. So, I scheduled a friendly up next because we have to get ready for the U.S. Cup, and I want to play a bunch of my second-teamers. I want to try to play all second-teamers in that U.S. Cup game, but none of them are really match fit at all, so I want to get them a friendly to get them match fit, and then, we'll play the U.S. Cup. But we do have Montreal Impact in between now and then, so I think we'll pause it here and come back for Montreal. So, pause. Okay, we are back from our little pause there. And as you can see, after our loss to LA, we stayed in 4th place. Philadelphia played a game, but they did not win. So we're both stuck on 20 points right now, so that's all right. 9th place overall in the conference or overall in the league is okay. I'd like to do better. We were doing better just a couple of weeks ago, and now we're sort of on this free fall, so we need to stop our free fall. Now, not much has happened between the pause and now, if that makes any sense whatsoever. We did play a game, so I guess a lot of stuff did happen now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, we played a friendly versus Pittsburgh, beat them 2-0 with our reserves. As you can see, we had a lot of players in there, a lot of reserves in there. Got Hudson a game. He played actually very well. Stopped a couple of point-blank shots that maybe could have turned the game around and made this look not so good. So I'm thinking about giving Hudson another chance at starting. We'll see how he does in the Cup. If he dominates the Cup, then maybe we'll move him back to the starter and see if we can make him happy, because he has been, doing some bad stuff in the locker room. Speaking of locker room, we did have a talk with the team, and our dynamics are back up. We're back up to average. we do have some concerned peoples here. And if we look at happiness, got a couple of people who are in the, content or slightly happy. Very unhappy there with Hudson, publicly so. So we got some problems with him, as I mentioned. Then, if our roster changes weren't enough, they're never done. I'm never done tinkering with the roster. And we made a couple of moves here. Transfer history. Not big moves. We sent Jake Wadey out on loan, our reserve left winger, guy we drafted this year. And we brought in our superstar academy player, Dave Ritchie Salvador, the midfielder. So a winger goes out and a central midfielder comes in. He turned 17 years old. He wasn't getting any better, so I figured I'd bring him up and let him train with the first team. He's actually, the only thing he's done between the ages of 16 and 17 is he's lost a star of potential. He used to have 4.5 stars of gold potential. Now he's down to 3.5 stars of gold potential. So got me a little bit worried about this guy. We need to get him training. He's got that fickle personality. We got to get him some mentoring. So we'll do some of that. Let's see what else is going on the board. We got them to start to improve the training facilities again. So I guess that's good. We're at good training facilities right now. We're going to try to get up to great training facilities, or excellent, or unearthly, or whatever we can go to. But the good news I found out is that our academy trains at Xavier University Soccer Complex, and that's the place that we upgrade whenever we upgrade the facilities. So as long as we upgrade our own facilities, we'll also be upgrading the training facilities of the academy, and that's pretty good. So that's like, 2-for-1 kind of deal. So we might as well improve that as much as we can. It's going to cost us like another $2 million, but finances are still fine. Finances are still at 7.8. Sort of leveled off here after the initial MLS push of finances, but we're making a tiny bit of money, so that's fine. I guess we're projected to make 10.4 million. Anyway, things are going good. Things are fine. We just need to start winning some games again. So let's get to our match preview today versus Montreal, the team that we coached last version of the game. So we have a soft spot in my heart for Montreal. We'll see. We're the favorites today. 6-4 favorites. 9-4 for a draw and 7-2 for Montreal. I still don't know. Maybe 2-7 against Montreal. I still don't know how these work. I'm just going to keep... I'm not even going to try to understand. I'm just going to keep being baffled by them, because that seems to give me some sort of weird satisfaction. So, we're going to keep that rolling, despite how annoying it might be. All right, here we go. Submit our team, and let's go. We got a few more players back from injury. Akugo is back from injury. He's not in the lineup. We're doing the same lineup we had. Stefan in goal, Romney, Glad, Marquez, Miller at the defense, Alash, Delgado in the midfield, DeVries, Crispum, Barrios, and Adi up top. No changes. We're making no changes. We're just going to try to win how we've been doing it, because that's the sane thing to do, right? If things are going wrong, make no changes. All right. Evan Bush in goal for Montreal. A lot of these names should be familiar if you watched last year's games. Lopez and Ezekiel at fullbacks. Cabrera, Fanny at the central defense. Piet, Hutchinson in the midfield. Piatti on the left. Silva on the right. Vargas in the middle. That's interesting. He was like almost exclusively a left winger when we played him last season. And then look at one of our guys, Jackson Hamel, playing up top. Only 1 appearances, 9 substitutions. He's got 3 goals and assist. Interesting. Shamit Shom on the bench. There's a name I recognize. Hollingshead. Diallo. Okay, they got some familiar names on the bench. Let's go. Hand over to the assistant. Pep talk. Definitely need to mark Hamel. Definitely need Piatti. We got to cover him at all times. Vargas is... Yeah, I think we got to kind of like cover their attacking players all over the field. And then it looks like Lopez might also be coming forward. So we'll take a look at him as well. Let's get to the tunnel talk. Both teams in a spell of poor form. Is this a great opportunity to arrest your recent struggles? Indeed, it is. Yeah. Had to take a drink of tea there before I coughed all over the microphone. All right, here we go. All right, we win the first highlight. That's good. Now let's see if we can do something this game, boys. Come on. Losing 1-0 when you're on attack the whole game is like just ridiculous. I can't imagine anybody would be happy with that. We should encourage our players to try to play a short passing game. You know, maybe that's it. Maybe people have gotten wise to the long ball over the top to Adi. So maybe we should dial that back, but we'll see. All right. Both have one shot. They got one on target. Already racked up 3 fouls. Do have 54% possession, though. You know, maybe we should try to go for more possession. I know we've been possessing the ball very well this season, over 55%. Maybe we should go for 60% and just, like, try to work the ball in the box, try to be patient. Here we go. Here's DeVries. The second-round draft pick. Oh, he finally bounces one off the wall. I haven't really seen that much this year at all. With, you know, usually the wall is just being bypassed at amazing rates. There's Jackson. They're trying to get it forward to Silva, but Glad is there. Risky pass to Marquez, but a great pass. We're going to start the counterattack with Barrios. Barrios, that was an interesting touch. I don't know what he's doing, but he gets it to Adi. Adi to DeVries. DeVries, can he send it back? He cannot. Romney, though, follows it up. Centers. Delgado with the shot. Wow. A scorcher along the ground. Beats Evan Bush. That was like kind of a shocker. I wasn't really expecting that from Delgado. DeVries blocked. I mean, that was great support from Romney, and then Delgado just threw the wickets. Nice. All right, boys. We're up 1. This is how we like to start out. Hutchinson is tired. Alash has a yellow card on our side. Delgado, 7.3 rating and a goal, looking calm. That's good. All right, we'll tell Alash to ease off tackles. He's not our ball-winning midfielder anyway. Delgado's the ball winner, even though he's our goal scorer right now. Looks like they're getting a little frustrated. Piatti and Vargas, both with yellow cards. Piet, the defensive midfielder. Anyway, he's fired up. Vargas is looking nervous, though, and there's the half. All right, up 1-0. Looking good. 7 shots, 3 on target. They've got 9 fouls against them. So let's of course, mess with the tactics. Out of possession, let's, drop back a little bit. Not too much, but just enough to not maybe get caught on the back line there. Take that off. In possession. Maybe we'll tell the boys to shoot on sight. I mean, I haven't done much of this at all this season. Just been very calm with it, and it's been working well. So maybe I should stick with that formula, but I just got a feeling. I got a feeling we need to dial it back a little bit. All right. Happy with your performance. Keep it up. Let's go. Second half. It's rainy. I think, if we go back a little bit defensively, Barrios, nice steal. Just sort of look to milk the clock a little bit, and maybe we can get out of here with a win. That would be good. Piet was still fired up. They got some anxious defenders. We're looking calm and composed, though. Romney looking good with 7.1 rating. Here we go. Throw in near side. Miller gets it to Crispin. Crispin to Alash to start the attack. He bombs it ahead to Adi. Lopez is there. Bush now tries to return the favor. Marquez wins it. He's getting beat on the back line. If Silva hits it ahead to Jackson, which he does, Jackson sends it wide, though. He's definitely a target man. He's not really a dude who's going to score in the open field very much. 13 finishing, 10 composure, 13 pace. I mean, he can... They got him listed as a pressing forward. He was a target man last year. I mean, he's okay. He's good, but he's not anybody, I think, to be feared. All right. We're looking good. Time is rolling. Shamit Shom's coming in the game for Vargas, who's been a little nervous all game. Miller's looking exhausted. Do we have anybody out there who can... I mean, we got Chris Clute. He got a little bit of action in the last game, so he got his match sharpness up a little bit. We can bring Clute in, and I think we can also bring Bessler in for a lash and, get them yellow cards out of there. Because that could be the one thing that really does us in. Here's Piatti. Stefan keeps the goal out. Oof. Glad bounces it off of Lopez. He didn't look real steady making that save, but he did get the one hand up there to block it away. Here he is now getting it out wide to Barrios. That's a nice goal kick. To Clute, Delgado, back to Barrios on the run. Oof. Yeah, he cut inside there pretty nicely. Just couldn't get the shot on goal. I don't know that that's... Is that what Barrios does? Does he cut inside and shoot it? Not really. Long shots of 7. He's more of a, get to the front of the goal kind of guy. Machado sends one in. Out wide. Lovitz all alone. Nobody going out there. Interesting slide tackle. Chris Clute, the video referee. Corner. Okay. Whew. He just went to his earpiece. Did you see that? The ref just kind of went to his earpiece. He didn't have to walk all the way over for VAR. Here's Shamit Shom sending one in, and Stefan aggressively in traffic grabs that one. So we've had some risky plays here in the second half, but so far we're holding steady. Here's DeVries with another free kick. Sends one in. Bush grabs at it. I think that was supposed to be backside for Barrios. Did not happen that way, though. Bush now trying to catch us on the counter here. Nacho Piatti getting forward to Piet. He's got 3 men going forward. Shamit Shom evens it up on the counterattack. We're laying back, and we still get caught on the counterattack. That was a savvy early goal kick there by Bush. Gets it forward to Piatti. Nice back pass to Piet. Great pass to Shamit Shom, and then he just puts it past our diving Zach Stefan. All right. So I suppose we should get rid of all that stuff again. Yeah, transition, out of possession. I mean, I guess we gotta... Should we go forward more? I don't know. We'll do sort of half and half, I guess. Some people stay back, some people go forward. It's probably the worst way you could do it, right? Don't commit to defense. Don't commit to offense. Just sort of do whatever it is that we're doing right here. There we go. DeVries has it at midfield, looking to get it forward. Sends it across the field to Barrios. Lots of space in front of Barrios. Defense is closing in, but he's got good speed. He sends one in. Adi with the header. Yes. Been looking for that. Been looking for that for the last few games. Where has it been? Barrios to Adi, the smallest guy to the biggest guy. Using that pace. That was a great pass by DeVries to get him into this space, and then Barrios does the rest. Adi, amongst 3 defenders, just rises up over them. There we go. 2-1. We need this win, boys. Let's hold on. Glad has been booked. Here's DeVries with a free kick. Sends one in. Nobody there. Jackson Amell heads it out. Adi heads it down to Romney for the shot. Should probably work on our set pieces. Here's Stefan. There's a minute remaining in extra time. A lot of time has passed while I was gabbing. Steal at midfield by Piet. Machado turns it over. Barrios bombs it forward to Adi. Evan Bush is going to pick it up. The very last line of defense there. All right, we got about 45 seconds left. Marquez wins it at midfield to Barrios. Barrios cuts inside, across field to DeVries. DeVries has the fullback in overlap. Can't get it to him. Turns it over to Machado. Tries to get it downfield, but Marquez is there. Rain pouring down here. Saputo Stadium. Bessler to DeVries. DeVries trying to wind down the clock. 15 seconds to go. He gets a throw-in out of it. Wasting time. Romney. There it is. There it is. We've stopped our little mini slump there. 19 shots, 8 on target. That's pretty good. Only 10 fouls, 52% possession. We've had better this season, but you know, we kind of dialed it back there a little bit in the middle, which I guess turned out to be a bad thing to do because they did score. But anyway, we came out on top. Either way, Marky Delgado with the player of the match, 7.7 ratings and a goal. Fernando Adi with the other goal, Barrios and Romney with the assists. All right, that's good. We're feeling a little better. Back on the winning foot. Well done. Good win. Started to take things for granted. Started to think we were the best team in the league, and we had to, sort of humble ourselves a little bit. Get back to what we do. Let's see what that got us here in the competition. Rockets us up to 4th place in the Supporters' Shield, but we remain 4th place in the Eastern Conference. So Eastern Conference is dominating the league this season. That is a surprise. That's not how it usually goes. Atlanta, New England, DC, and Cincinnati are your top 4 teams in the league. Then LA, FC, Minnesota, Portland, Houston, Vancouver. So, interesting battle we got going on at the top of the league. Interesting battle we got going on in the Western Conference. But up next, we got the U.S. Cup versus Charleston Battery. That should be another attempt for us to build momentum. We'll look at Charleston. We know that they're, a lower division team, so we should be able to beat them. But we'll look at them next episode. So for now, we're going to end it here on an upswing, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.